Hello and welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol. I'm so glad you've joined us today. So check out the sections on the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage. They make it easier for you to find classes by length or by purpose or by body area. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. It's free and I'd love to hear from you, so leave me a comment. Now in today's practice, we're going to explore poses for balance. So this is an area many of us struggle with it. We're going to work through some balance poses with confidence. And remember, you have your chair right here for support, okay? So you're going to need that chair, but you're also going to need a yoga strap. Now if you don't have a yoga strap, you can substitute a scarf or a necktie or a belt. You can do it without it, and that's fine. So let's go ahead and set our strap underneath our chair and let's get started. All right, we're going to move forward in our chair, okay? So I want you to feel like you're not leaning back. That's the main thing. So I don't care necessarily how far forward, but I don't want you to be leaning back. So we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head. So think about crown of the head up to the ceiling. And the minute you do that, the belly engages, right? So our heart is lifted, our abdominals engage. Pull those shoulders down, all right? So let's bring our hands down to our thighs and flip our palms up to the ceiling. Now we're going to begin to just close our eyes and feel the connection to our breath. So feeling that inhalation and that exhalation. Now with each inhalation, see if you can lengthen your spine a little bit longer, right? So inhaling, lengthening through that spine, and exhaling. Now we're going to move that breath down into our diaphragm. So as we inhale, we're filling the lungs from the bottom up. Our belly will extend. And then as we exhale, we're going to actively pull the belly button towards the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. So do that a couple of times. Go ahead and breathe normally. Now this time as you inhale, we're going to try to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. If you want to count to yourself, that's fine. But go ahead and do this at your own pace. Inhaling, maybe counting to 4 counts. And then as you exhale, maybe you count to 5, 6, 7, or 8. I don't care. Just go ahead and try to make that exhalation longer. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your side and open your eyes. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders up, back and down. And do that again. Up, back and down. And then let's reverse that. So we're going back and up and down. Does that make sense? A little reverse roll there for those shoulders. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take that right ear, let it fall to the right shoulder. Then we're going to drop our chin towards our chest. Then left ear to left shoulder. That should feel good. And then chin to chest. All right, go ahead and look to the front of the room. Now this time we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to clasp our hands behind our back, okay? Now you can do that a couple of ways. One is you can just hold on to the chair behind you, or the other one is you can literally clasp the hands behind the back, pulling the shoulder blades back, okay? But I don't want you to lift the arms up. We're just going to rest them here on our back, okay? All right, are we ready? We've got those shoulder blades behind. Let's drop that right ear to that right shoulder. Do you feel the difference? I do. So it's just a little different neck stretch here. All right, go ahead and drop your chin to chest. Let's do the other side. Okay, now go ahead and drop your chin to your chest. Now bring your hands to your lap. So we're going to cup one palm in the other. Extend your thumbs long. Now bring those hands up to the crown of the head, or really the back of the head, I should say. Bring your elbows down towards the floor and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. So your hands are just giving, you're not pulling, you're just letting gravity help. Now with your extended thumbs, you can give your neck a little massage. So you're just kind of rubbing on those muscles on the back of the neck. You feel it? Just a nice little self-massage there for the neck. All right, let's go ahead and release that. Bring your hands back down to your lap. Go ahead and lift your head up. And let's do one more single shoulder roll here. And reverse that. Okay, so we're going to move into a cat and a cow. So we're going to start with that cat. So begin, you're going to place your hands on your thighs, but I want you to lift through the spine and kind of open your throat before we even start, all right? Now, pull your belly in, round your spine, tuck your chin, let the head fall into your cat pose. And then we're going to lift up, and we're going to take our thumbs and rotate those palms to where the thumbs are towards the back wall and open up your heart, feeling that open throat again. Let's do that again. Down we go. And let's lift it up. Thumbs to that back wall. Open up the heart. Add the breath. Inhale into your cow pose and exhale into your cat pose. You got this. Inhale into your cow pose. Take your time. Exhale into your cat pose. We're not in any kind of a race, are we? Let's do that one final time. Up we go. And down we go. Excellent work. Beautiful work. And release. Okay, so we're going to move into our mountain pose, an extended mountain, using our strap. Again, if you don't have a strap, don't worry about it. It's fine. You can do it without it. But if you have the strap, go ahead and double it up. So what you want, I'm sorry, I got a bit hair in my face, it's tickling my nose. So what you want is to have your strap, I don't know, what is that, about 1.5 feet or so, a foot. You want your hands to be about that wide. So just kind of take a moment here to get those hands onto your strap, and then we're going to bring those hands all the way up to the ceiling. Belly is tight, shoulders are down out of the ears, okay? All right. Now we're going to lean our mountain to the right, keeping that opposite hip down, right? Both hips are staying down, and then we're going to lean, we're going to come back up to the center, and then we're going to lean our mountain the other way. And we're going to come up center, and then we're going to bring those hands down and take a little break. Okay, so if that puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders, you can always leave your elbows bent a little bit, all right? So you're kind of here. You're going to get the same feeling, right? It's just not quite as extended. All right, so now we're going to add a little twist to that. So we're going to come back up to our extended mountain, right? Shoulders are down. So remember, keep the shoulders down. So I'm not letting my shoulders come up into my ears. I'm pulling them down. My belly is tight, all right? So again, we're going to lean to the right. Now, with your left hand, you're going to come down. Here's our back, all right? You're going to work your back some here. Belly tight. Bring that hand down. So now my arms are parallel to the floor. Do you see that? All right. Same hand. We're going to come back up to that twist, back up to the ceiling, and we're going to do that the other way. So down we go. Now this time your right hand is what's going to come down. Your strap is parallel to the mat, and if you don't have a strap, you're just doing it with your hands. Then you're going to bring that hand up and all the way up. Let's take just a moment. We're going to do that one more time. Give those shoulders just a little bit of a break. Are you feeling it? You should be feeling there's a stretch happening through the shoulders, but a significant work and stretch happening in the side waist. We're also working our abdominals and our back. So there's a lot going on in this one. Doesn't look like it, but there is, okay? Hands to the ceiling, shoulders are down, belly is tight. Here we go. Lean your mountain first. Now, twist down we go. That strap is parallel to the mat. Belly is super tight. Let's take that twist out, come all the way up, and we're going to go straight to the other side. Extend that mountain and lean that mountain. Now we're twisting. Got it? Take the twist out, come back up, and release. All right, very, very good. So let's go ahead and set our strap back down under our chair, and we're going to move into a crescent lunge. So we're going to take our right knee and we're going to open it nice and wide, and then we're going to let that left knee fall down towards the floor. Okay? So this is a beautiful crescent lunge right here. You can hold that chair, belly stays tight. You should be feeling the front side of this leg stretching. Okay? Now, if you want a little bit more, remember in my class I'll talk about adding on, but if you don't want to add on, you don't ever have to add on. But if you want to add on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this foot back behind me a little bit. I'm up on those back toes. I'm being very gentle though, right? We're warming up. Now I feel a little bit more stretch. The key to this one is the heart is lifted. So we don't want to be leaning forward. If you're leaning forward, what's happened is you probably have a little too much stress here. I would rather you bend the knee, go ahead and lift the heart up. You're going to get more stretch by having the heart lifted, okay? Let's go ahead and release that, face forward. And let's just do the other side. Are we ready? Here we go. Open up first. Do you feel a little inner thigh stretch? I know, right? Okay. Now we're going to let that knee fall down towards the floor. Remember, this is a great version. Heart is lifted. If you're feeling that stretch on that on the front side of that leg, you're good to go. If you want a little bit more, just push that foot back behind you a little bit more. So I'm still up on my toes. I'm kind of straightening that leg a little bit, but my heart stays lifted. Do not let the heart fall forward. Maximizing that stretch. Crescent lunge. One more breath and release. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to move into a pyramid pose, and we're going to add some dynamic movement to that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is extend that left leg out towards the floor. Yeah, out towards the floor. Your heel is on the floor and your toes are up to the ceiling. Does that make sense? Okay. Now we're going to extend through the spine. We're going to hold on right here to those thighs, and we're going to let our heart fall forward. Hang out here for just a couple more breaths, all right? All right, now we're going to go ahead and roll up nice and slow. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? So we're going to extend that other leg out, lengthen through the spine, pull that belly in, and let your heart fall forward. Does that feel pretty good? A little stretch there for that hamstring? Okay, let's come up and in we go. So what we're going to do now, that's a static stretch, is what I'm trying to say, a static stretch. So what we're going to do is add a little dynamic movement to that. So just remember to keep your belly tight. That's going to protect that back. And if you ever don't want to do the arms, you can keep your hands on your thighs. It's fine. But if you're with me, we're going to extend that opposite leg out, toes are to the ceiling, right? We're going to lengthen those arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, I'm going to extend out, trying to touch the wall in front of me. And then I'm going to bring my hands down towards my foot. And then I'm just slowly going to roll it up. Extend my arms out. Inhale. Exhale, out we go, and down towards your foot. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, extend, out we go. Can we do one more just like this? You got this, right? Belly is tight. Protect that low back. Add that breath if you wish. And up we go. Can we do the other side? Let's do it. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We have one more. We got this. Is your belly tight? Are you protecting that low back? Are you extending as far as you can? And up we go. Very, very good. Okay, let's grab a sip of water. We're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. Tree pose. So we're going to start by putting the weight into the leg next to the chair, and our other foot is going to be at a kickstand. So all you're going to do is take the heel of this outside leg and let it rest against the ankle of the standing leg, okay? So that's going to give you a little bit of stability there. Pull that belly button in, lift those pelvic floor muscles up. Remember, all of this core is key to balance. Putting the tongue in the roof of the mouth can help. Finding that spot that's not moving on the kind of the floor in front of you helps. Let's let go of the chair and bring our hands to heart. So we're holding the movement, the posture, but we are not holding our breath. We have one more breath here. All right, we're going to release that, and we're going to come to the other side. Okay, so put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Create that little kickstand. My heel is right up against that ankle. Okay, all right, so get that down, pull that belly in, lift those pelvic floor muscles, release that chair, bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders are down, heart is lifted, we're breathing. We just have one more breath and release. Okay. So now we've got the feeling of it, right? So we're going to do a little bit more on one side, and then we'll do the same thing on the other. But we're going to add a few things on first. Okay, so again, standing leg, create that kickstand, okay? Now we're going to pull that belly in, lift those pelvic floor muscles. Let's bring our hands to heart to start with. Press those palms together. Activate your upper body. That helps for balance as well. Now we're going to add our hands to the ceiling. Those are the beautiful branches to our trees. This is another add-on. You don't have to do it. Palms overhead. Interlace your fingers. Flip those palms up to the ceiling and look up. It is so challenging. We have one more breath. Bring your gaze down. Bring your hands back to your heart and release, okay? So we're going to do that whole series on the other side. So weight into the leg next to the back of the chair. Go ahead and create that kickstand, right? Feel that belly button in. Remember, lift those pelvic floor muscles, get everything set. When you're ready, let go of the chair, bring your palms together at heart, press those palms together. Activate that upper body. Add your branches to your trees. Palms come together over your head, interlace your fingers, and flip those palms up to the ceiling and lift your gaze. Just one more breath. Bring your hands back down to your heart and release. Okay, so come back to the other side. What I like about having that foot on the floor, you are still working a lot of balance, right? But you have that little bit of touch. Those toes are down on that floor, and it gives you a little bit more stability and a little bit more confidence, right? So and you can stay right there. It is great. If you want to try the next version, what we're going to be doing is that same series, but we're going to be lifting that foot up, right? And it can be below the knee or it can be above the knee. It really doesn't matter. But the idea is you're going to press the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot, right? So you've kind of got this pushing action happening in both directions, and that's going to help with that balance. All right, so put the weight into the leg next to the chair. Let's go ahead and get our feet wherever you want them. If you want to be in kickstand, be in kickstand. If you want your foot to be below the knee, below the knee. If you want it to be above the knee, above the knee. You pick your position for your leg. All right, are we ready? Is your belly button to spine? Are you lifting your pelvic floor muscles? Is the tongue in the roof of the mouth? Find that spot that's not moving to focus on. Let go of the chair and bring your hands to heart. Press those palms together. Activate the upper body, belly tight. Are we ready? Let's add the branches to our trees. Okay, palms together overhead, interlace fingers. Flip those palms to the ceiling and lift your gaze. One more breath. Bring your gaze back down. Bring your hands back to heart. Bring your knee forward and put that foot down mindfully. Let's come to the other side. That's one thing I didn't mention, is we want to get out of our balanced poses the same way we get into them, mindfully, and that we're helping our brain to learn what we're trying to get it to do, right? Trying to get our body to do. So it's really important to come out. So if you fall out of it, get back into it, and then come out of it mindfully. Okay, let's do the other side. So here we go. Remember, you've got the kickstand version. You've got foot below knee or foot above knee. I may do it this way just to mix it up today. Okay. All right, are we ready? Let go of the chair. Bring your palms together, hands at heart. Let's add the branches to those trees. Palms together overhead, interlace fingers, flip the palms to the ceiling, look up. So challenging. Palms back down, gaze back down. Bring that knee forward and put that foot down mindfully. How did you do? Very good. All right, let's have a seat. Grab a sip of water. We're going to move into some pelvic tilts. So basically we're just rocking our pelvis back and forth. So kind of hip tips to shoulders and hip tips to knees. So just a little rocking back and forth. Should feel really good. Sometimes I'll do this, like if I've done something and my back is feeling a little like tight, I'll do these. It feels so good. Let's just do a couple more. All right, go ahead and come back to that neutral spine. Your hands are going to stay on those thighs, and we're going to do body circles. So we're going to let that heart come forward first. Keep the back flat, okay? Are you feeling your back? Is your belly tight? Now we're going to take that circle to the right. Now, as we come back behind, don't skimp on this part. Use your abdominals to hold you up. Don't skimp on this back part. We tend to want to do that. And let's come back center. We're going to do that same thing one more time. I'm going to move forward just a little bit so I get a little bit more of that back work. Back we go. Activate that abdominal. Work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. To the side. And center. And now we're going to reverse it. All right, we got two this direction. So we're going to the side, we're going to the back, we're activating our abdominals, we're working those hard, we're coming to the side. There's your side waist work. And here's your back work. Let's do it again. Should feel good too. So we're working, but it also should feel really, really good. I love body circles. Come forward and go ahead and lift that heart up. Okay, so now if you have your strap, let's go ahead and grab that strap. If you don't have a strap, you're going to just do it without the strap, okay? And it'll be just fine. But if you have your strap, let's go ahead and hook the right foot under it, okay? You're going to hold the strap. You see I'm kind of moving forward in my chair. Now, my other hand, I'm just going to be holding onto that chair for right now, okay? So we're going to lift that leg up, and then we're going to open up. So there's that inner thigh working pretty hard. We're going to come center, and then we're going to bring that leg across the midline of the body. We're going to come center, and we're going to do that again. And come center, and bring it across the midline of the body. Come center, bend the knee, and put that foot down, okay? Let's do the other side. So remember, if you don't have the strap, maybe you can hang on to your pants legs, right? And maybe that's an idea, okay? Or just do it, right? Fine too. Okay, if you're with me, my foot is in the strap. So the hand is the same as the foot that's in the strap, right? Does that make sense? So it's the same side, is what I'm trying to say. All right. Let's choke up a little bit, see if we can get that foot a little bit higher. Feeling a little bit of stretch here, are we? All right, hang on to that chair. Let's open. We're going to come center, and let's cross the midline of that body. Come center, do that again. Open. Center, and cross. And center, bend the knee, and down we go. Okay, so now the add-on, remember, you don't ever have to add on, but if you want to add on, let's go to the other side. So we're going to choke up, we're going to lift that leg, and I'm going to let go of the chair. There's your balance. Are we ready? Belly tight. Remember, don't lean back. Open up that leg. Oh, yeah. How's that feel? Working balance, right? Who thought you could work balance seated? Bring it from back center. Let's bring it across the midline of the body. And center. Let's do that again. Oh, my goodness. Is your belly tight? Hand to toe pose, right? With a strap. Center. Back we go. Release. And we're going to do the other side. So make sure you're not leaning back. We tend to want to lean back in this one. So it's not a matter of leaning back to get the leg up, right? We're working the quadricep muscle and the hamstring pretty well. Even though we've got the strap, you're still working those muscles. Belly tight, crown of the head lifts to the ceiling. See if you can let go. Here we go. Open. Oh, yeah. Come back center. Don't lean back. Come back center across the midline of the body and center. Let's do that again. Open it up. Come center. Cross the midline of the body. Come center. Bend the knee and release. How did that feel, right? That's some work right there. All right, we're going to come back to the strap in a minute. Let's just set it down for now. So we're going to do a horse pose with heel lifts. So we're going to do a heel, toe. So your feet are pretty wide here. All right, so we're getting a little inner thigh stretch there. Now we're going to lift our left or our right heel off the mat. And we're going to put that down, and then we're going to lift the other heel up and down. Lift up and down, lift up and down, up and down, up and down. Switch sides, up and down, up and down, and take just a moment. Okay. So now what we're going to do is come into that little bit of a toe stand, if you will. So we're going to lift one heel, lift the other heel. Our hips are going to stay into the chair. But you don't have your feet fully on the floor, so you're feeling the balance. You've got to really use your abdominals here, right? To extend through that spine. Okay, and down and down. Let's do that again. Lift up and up. And down and down. One more. Lift up and up. Down and take just a break. Okay. So now, if you notice, my hands were just kind of resting on my thighs. Now we're going to extend those arms out. Belly is tight, shoulders are down. Lift one heel, lift the other heel, hold and breathe. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in your arms. Activate those triceps. One more breath. Release and release. Let's do that again. Lift and lift, squeeze, hold, belly tight. Release down and down. Lift up and up, hold, squeeze. Down and down, last one. Lift up and up, Squeeze it. One more breath, down and down. Release the hands, heel toe those feet back together. All right, very, very good. We're going to move into pyramid pose, and we're going to use our strap to give us just a little additional stretch, okay? So, if you don't have a strap, don't worry about it, it's fine. But if you have the strap, we're going to extend our right leg out, our toes are to the ceiling. We're going to come down and just put that strap around the ball of our foot. So you don't want it around the arch of the foot. You want it on the ball of the foot, okay? Because the arch of the foot is pretty sensitive. It's got a lot of little bitty bones in it. We don't want to put a lot of pressure on that, okay? All right. So I'm going to just have one strap in each hand. I'm going to extend through the spine. My heart lifts. Now, as I begin to come forward, I'm keeping my back flat, right? You see that? And I'm letting my heart come forward, but I'm using that strap to kind of pull a little bit. So that's going to pull the toes up a little bit more to the ceiling. I just feel a lot more stretch in my hamstring here. One more breath. Let's go ahead and lift up. Release that, and we're going to do it one more time on the same side. Are we ready? Here we go. Extend through the spine. Belly stays tight. Keep the back flat. Exhale if you want to add the breath as you come down, and then just breathe. We have one more breath. Let's release that. Take the strap off of that foot and bring that knee in. Okay. Whew, how's that feel? All right. We ready for the other side? Let's do it. Let's extend that other leg long, toes are to the ceiling. Just put that strap around. I've got one, remember, ball of the foot, not the arch of the foot. I've got one strap in each hand. I'm going to extend through my spine super long first, and then I'm just bending my elbows as I keep my back flat and let my heart fall forward. And come up, and let's do that just one more time. Here we go. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you let that heart fall forward. Feeling the stretch in the back side of that front leg. One more breath. And release. Just set your strap aside. We're going to move into our pigeon pose. So I'm going to take my ankle and I'm going to let it rest right here on my knee. So another option is ankle to ankle, and that's just fine. But if you want to be with me, I'm going to have my ankle resting on that knee. So this could be fine, right? This is all I need. I don't need any more. Great, good for you. If you want a little bit more, all you're going to do is extend through the spine and let the heart fall forward. Keeping the back flat, okay? So we're not rounding like we do in cat pose. This is keeping that back flat. All right, let's go ahead and come up. And I call it rock the baby. So I'm just going to grab my leg and I'm just going to kind of move it around a little bit. So this is just giving that some movement to that joint there. All right, let's put that foot back down and let's extend and do that again. Maybe you press gently on this leg, right? You can do that if you want. If you need more or want more. All right, let's go ahead and come up and let's smooth that joint one more time here. All right, let's go ahead and set that leg down and we're going to go to the other side. Are we ready? Here we go. And remember, one side could be more or less willing than the other, so it's very common. Extend through the spine, let that heart fall forward. We own it, don't we? We own our bodies. It is what it is. That's why we're doing this today, because we love our bodies so much. Let's come up and let's rock that. Rock that baby. And we're going to do that again. Lengthen and hinge. That feels so good. Remember, if you want to press gently on that leg, you can. Just be gentle. All right, beautiful. Okay, we're going to get ready for our Shavasana Pose. Let's just sit back in our chair. You can lean back now, pull that belly button in. Place your hands lightly on your thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling if that feels okay for you. close your eyes or soften your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Looking up. If you want to get things looking up, start with yourself. Look up, look forward, look at the best possibilities, and look at how you can bring them to life. Sometimes you have to look back, sometimes you have to look down, just to establish perspective. Once you've done that, though, it's time to look in a more positive direction. Look up and notice there's really no limit to how high you can go. Look up, replenish your energy, and activate your inspiration. Look up, and you'll be able to see beyond the obstacles that stand in your way. Look up toward where you most desire to go, and begin to see the positive path that will take you there. Feel the strength you've gained from the troubles you've been through. Look up and give that strength a good, meaningful direction to go. Get yourself looking up. By doing so, you'll invite and encourage the world around you to unfold in that same direction. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with the hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug. Press that opposite hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really appreciate it. Click on that subscribe button, leave me a message, and I will see you next time.